Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install and use Docker on your Windows 11 operating system. So let's get started and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, we are going to look into the system requirements for installing Docker. So I'm going to put this link in the description of this video and you can just click on this link and come to this system requirements page for Docker. And here in the system requirements page, you can see there are two options. One is WSL2 and other is HyperV and Windows containers. For WSL2 backend, you should have Windows 11 64-bit, and the version of Windows 11 you require is Home Pro version 21H2 or higher, Enterprise or Education version 21H2 or higher. You should also have enabled WSL2 feature on your Windows 11 operating system. And then you have these system requirements. So you should have 64-bit processor, you should have minimum 4 GB system RAM and other requirements here. WSL stands for Windows Subsystem for Linux, and I'm going to show you how you can check if it's enabled or not. You should also have this Hyper-V backend, and you can also see the system requirements for that. So once you are sure that you all met all the system requirements, you can just go to the official Docker page. Just search for Docker on your favorite browser, and the first link which will appear here will be from docker.com. So I'm going to click on this link. And first of all, before even downloading the Docker desktop on your Windows 11, you need to sign up in this docker.com website. So you should have an account in order to start working with Docker on your Windows 11 operating system. So you can just click on get started if you don't have any account. If you already have account, you can just sign in with your existing account. If you don't have any account, you can just click on get started, and then here you can click on sign up, and you should just provide the basic information for signing up into the Docker account, which is username, email ID, password and other things, right? So it's very simple. Just create a Docker account, and once you have the Docker account, just go to the main page and you can directly see this download button here. So I'm going to click on this download Docker desktop. I already have a Docker account. This file is around 625 megabyte at the time of making this video. So just wait for the download to complete. In the meanwhile, I'm going to show you how you can check for WSL2 or Hyper-V if they are enabled on your Windows 11 operating system. So you don't need to do much for that. So just click on this search bar and then just search for turn Windows feature on or off, and here you will be able to see this option, turn Windows feature on or off. So just click on this link and it's going to show you this kind of window, and here you will be able to see all the features which are available or enabled on your Windows 11 operating system. So once you see this kind of window, and you will see this kind of list in this window, first of all you can see this Hyper-V option. So you can just enable this, and then when you scroll down a little, you will also see a Windows subsystem for Linux. So you can just enable that also. So just check both these checkboxes and then click on OK, and it's going to search for required files. And once that's done, you might need to reboot your Windows operating system. So I will suggest to just reboot your Windows 11 operating system, and then you can just continue with the installation. So let me just restart my Windows 11 operating system. Now once your Windows operating system restarts, you can open a command prompt. So just search for cmd and then open the command prompt. And once command prompt opens, you can write this command to check if WSL is installed on your system or not. Just write WSL, and then you can either write, for example, hyphen status here and then press enter, it's going to show you the status, which is the default version for WSL, which is enabled on your system, and the other information. If you want to update the WSL, you can just write WSL update, which is going to update the WSL on your Windows operating system. When you give this status command, and if it shows the version 1 instead of version 2, so default version is right now 2 in my case, but if it shows version 1, that means WSL 1 is enabled, and you need to set the version 2 as a default version in order to use WSL2 on your Windows operating system. So for that, the command is this one, which is WSL --set default version, and if you want to set it to 1, which is the WSL1 version, then write 1 here. Otherwise, if you want to set it to 2, just write 2 here. So let me just set it to 1, and we will check the status again, and you can see it's version 1. And if you want to set it to 2, which in our case we require in order to set the WSL2 version as the default, then you need this command once again, which is WSL --set default version 2, and this is going to set the default version as WSL2 on your Windows. So let me go to the location where I have installed this executable file, which is .desktop installer. I'm going to just click on this, and let me minimize this window. So here you will see this kind of window which says, do you want to allow this app to make changes on your device? I'm going to click on yes here, and now you can see it says installing Docker desktop, and it's initializing some packages. And here you can see the configuration. You see use WSL2 instead of HyperV recommended, and it also says add shortcut to desktop. I'm going to leave both checkboxes as checked and then click on OK. And now we just need to wait for some time until this process is complete. So now the installation of Docker desktop is finished, and you can see this message, installation succeeded. And here you must restart your Windows to complete the installation. I can click on close and restart, which is going to restart my Windows operating system. So now my Windows 11 operating system has been restarted, and now after a few seconds of waiting, it's going to show you this kind of window automatically. You don't need to do anything. You can just click on accept here, and it's going to start the Docker here, right? So you can see Docker is starting on my Windows 11 operating system, and after some time you will be able to see this kind of Docker desktop tool. So now I can see Docker desktop is starting on my Windows 11 operating system. So it might take some time to start, but we can already test some commands for Docker. So you can just search for cmd, and we can check the version or some images of Docker which are there. So I'm going to write this first command, Docker version, and then press enter. And you can see it shows me the Docker desktop version, and also it shows me the Docker client version here. Also, I can list the Docker images. Right now there are none because it's a new installation, but let's check Docker images and then press enter, and you can see it shows nothing. Let me clear the screen, and then let's search for some image. So I'm going to just write Docker search, and then for example I want to search for MySQL images. I can just write MySQL here and then press enter. It's going to search all the related images related to MySQL, and you can see it's showing me the most popular image. So you can see the stars which the image gets, and it's also showing if the image is official or not, right? So the top one here is the MySQL image. It has 13,920 stars, and it's an official MySQL Docker image which you can install. So now you can even install these images and run these images on your Windows 11 operating system. Let's see if Docker is already started. You can see now Docker is already started on my Windows 11 operating system, and you can always check these guides. You can install various images on your Windows 11 operating system, and you will be able to see all the running containers also in this Docker desktop without even writing some commands on the command prompts, if you are the fan of this kind of GUI interface, right? Now, if Docker doesn't start for some reason, it might be that your WSL2 is not yet enabled. So Docker desktop is going to give you this warning that WSL is not enabled, and it's going to also show you some kind of link where you can go and install and enable WSL2. I'm also going to put this link in the description where you can see how you can install and enable WSL2. There are 4 steps. You just need to follow these 4 steps. First one is you just need to open the PowerShell as an administrator. So you can always open the PowerShell as an administrator, right click, and then click on run as administrator here, and then click on yes, and then just give all these commands here. So first command is this one. Copy this and paste it on your PowerShell and run this command, right? And then follow the next step, check the requirements, then once again just copy this command and paste it on your PowerShell terminal, and at the end you need to download this package. So just click on this WSL Linux kernel update package, and it's going to download this package on your Windows operating system. It's a MSI file, so you can click on it and just run this automatically, and it's going to install this WSL package. And at last you just need to set your WSL2 as your default version, right? And the command for that is so once you follow the procedure until the 5th step, you're good to go, right? So if it doesn't give you any error until 5th step, your Docker will start. Okay, so if Docker doesn't start and if it says WSL2 is not set, follow step 1 to 5 of this web page, which I'm going to put the link in the description, and then your Docker will definitely start. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.